Lagos don't demolish our house. Why do they demolish our houses? We are Nigeria.
In recent development in Abuja, over 200 families from the Nuwalege community have been displaced after the federal government ordered the demolition of their homes. The demolition was carried out by the Federal Capital Territory Authority (FCDA) at the request of the Nigerian Air Force to pave the way for the extension of the presidential air fleet. The affected community, located along the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport Road, has seen its residents scattered to nearby areas like Zamani, Sauka, Giri, Iddo, and Gwagwalada. Many of these families, some of whom have lived in the area for decades, are now left without shelter and are struggling to rebuild their lives. Residents claim that they were not given any prior notice of the demolition, nor were they compensated, despite earlier discussions hinting at possible compensation. They allege that even the structures belonging to indigenous people, which were initially promised protection under resettlement policies, were not spared during the demolition. Several displaced residents shared their experiences, recounting how they were forced to suddenly leave their homes without any time to prepare. An artisan named Wisdom James mentioned that the authorities had initially informed them that the demolition would occur in 2 years, but it unexpectedly happened much sooner. Others, like Folashade Olatunde, a mother of 5, recounted the hardship of being forced to live in a classroom for 2 weeks before finding temporary accommodation. The affected community members have made attempts to seek legal redress, pulling together funds to challenge the demolition in court. However, these efforts have so far been unfruitful, with residents alleging that they have not seen any progress in their cases, and the money they contributed seemed to have vanished. Despite repeated attempts to reach officials, there has been no clear response regarding compensation. The Nigerian Air Force, through its spokesperson AVM Edward Gwagwalada, distanced itself from the issue, advising the displaced residents to take up the matter with the Ministry of Defense or the Federal Capital Territory Administration (FCDA), as the Air Force does not handle compensation for lands allocated to it. When contacted, the senior special advisor to President Bola Tinubu on media and publicity, Temitope Ajayi, deflected the issue, suggesting that inquiries be directed to the Minister of Aviation or the National Security Advisor, as the matter falls under their purview. Meanwhile, the FCDA has remained largely silent, with officials either not responding to queries or claiming to be in meetings. The situation has left the displaced families in limbo, with many of them struggling to make ends meet, while in overcrowded conditions. They are now calling on the government to fulfill its promise of compensation and resettlement, urging authorities to address their plight as they face an uncertain future. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to High Voltage.